Hello everyone and welcome to Credit Finance, the Social Security payment schedule for October 2023. This includes retirement, disability, SSDI survivors and SSI beneficiaries. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video. So let's get into right it. Another month is upon us and you know what that means. It's time to get paid. In fact, October may possibly the most important month through the course of the entire year for about 70 million beneficiaries who do receive benefits from the Social Security Administration. We will be talking about all of that plus the exact date that you need to know when checks will be arriving through the month of October. Let's get into it as we have a lot talk about. First of all, now, before we get started, if you are interested in latest news regarding stimulus, child tax credit, SNAP, PEBT and everything in between, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. So let's get into write it and talk about the details of October when checks will be arriving for 70 million beneficiaries and why is October the most important month. And again, this is just my opinion. Okay, doesn't necessarily mean that it is the most important month, but based on the information coming out this month, I think we would probably say, yeah, it's probably pretty important, right? It's going to directly impact your month check. However, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. With that, let's get into and talk about the dates, and then, of course, we can talk about all of those details as well. All right. So, we are going to run through the month of October again. Only October, we are not talking about any other month. Here we going to run through the dates of October is chronological order, in other words, starting at the beginning of the month and then working your way through the end of the month, pointing out the exact date when those checks will be arriving. Okay, all right. So here what it comes down to, first of we might be looking at the first of the month. Well, wait, the first of the month is when SSI beneficiaries get their checks, but it's a Sunday. And wait, we don't get paid on Sundays, therefore your correct checks will be arriving the Friday before, which is September 29th, right? So obviously that is when payments will be arriving. Pretty cool stuff. It's always fun to get paid a couple days early, right? So October 1st is Sunday. We don't have to worry about that dates because that's not the dates payments are going to be arriving for SSI, but rather than the 29th of September is when those checks arrive. All right, now let's talk about the third. Now this is an important update as well because some of you here in the community who have been receiving benefits prior to May 1997, this is the date in which you get your payments as well. Now this does not pertain to everybody, this is just some people. Now here's what happened in May 1997. They implemented this new payment schedule, and again prior to that a lot of beneficiaries get their payments on the 3rd of the month. So that is what is that Tuesday. So Tuesday is the day they are. All right, let's fast forward all the way out until the 11th of month. This is the second Wednesday of the month and this is the traditional social security payments schedule. So the second Wednesday, this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landed between the 1st and the 10th of the month, this is the date in which your payments will be arriving. Again, if your birthday is anywhere between the 1st and 10th, you get your payments on the second Wednesday, and this month it happens to be the 11th. Okay, and as you know, we have talked about this before in other videos. Every single month, the first of the month lands on a different day. Depending on the day of the week that the first lands on, it also predicts when the rest of the payments will be arriving through. The of course that payments for all the beneficiaries. So pretty important stuff. If the first land on a Wednesday, we get our checks way earlier. Then if the first lands on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, something like that, so we are kind of right in the middle here. Lands on a Sundays, it's kind of like smack right in the middles. So it's not like triple, but it's also not like the best either. Anyways, so the 11th of October is for those of you that have a birthday between the 1st and the 10th of the month. Now, next let's fast forward all the way out until the 18th of the month, and this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday landed in between 11th and the 20th of the month. This when is your payment to arrive? Okay, third Wednesday of the month. Anybody that has a birthday between that date range the 11th through the 20th, you get your payments on the third Friday of the month, and it happens to be 18th of October. All right, next fourth Wednesday of the month, which happens to be the 25th of October, is the fourth Wednesday of the month, and this is the date in which those of you that have a birthday and in between the 21st and 31st of the month, this is when your payments will be arriving. Again, birthdays only between 21st and 31st. The fourth Wednesday is the 25th of October. So these are the key dates, and 29th of September, the 3rd of October, the 11th of October, the total what is there 18th of October and 25th of October. These are the key dates that check will be arriving for fixed income beneficiaries who received benefits now. Why did I say October is possibly most important month for Social Security beneficiaries? So this is the month in which the COLA is released. We have been gathering inflation data for the last couple months here. It's been, gathered up and gets, getting here really close here in just a matter of couple weeks. Here we will be getting the official announcement for the COLA, which will go into effect not in October, not in November, not in December, but in January. As you all know, obviously we all know this, we have been doing this for a long time now. We have been receiving between, we know the system works, but that is what it comes down to. It's January 1st when the new COLA goes into effect, but it's get announced here literally in like 2 weeks. Pretty cool. Anyway, of course, I will keep you posted on that as we get further along here and as we get more details, but we are kind of narrowing these things down. We kind of have a pretty good idea as of right now what that call is going to be within a couple tenth of 1% now. Again, we would be off a little bit, but you have seen the videos recently talking about some projections, and it's getting kind of nailed down here. So we have two pieces of inflation data in the book already, and then again we just need the third one or two kind of finalize it, and then it will be written in stone essentially and announce the social security. So of course I will bring that information right away, but these are the dates that I want to point out now invertibly up without a doubt. I guarantee you I will see comment down below yelling at me saying we know when we get our checks. I know okay, but here's the things. Like I said a minute ago, the first of the month lands on a different day in the month every single month. So the first landing on a Sunday, it's not really good and it's not really bad. It's just kind of right in the middle. Like I said, however, there are some months where the first of the month landed on a Thursday. Like I have said before, you get your payment 6 days later. When the first lands on a Thursday versus a Wednesday, huge difference. So that's why I point this stuff out, because like I said before in other videos, I want to know when payments are going to be arriving. I'm not sure about you, but when we approach a new month, I always want to pull up a calendar to see where's the first land or for the new month. What's the payment schedule? I want to know when checks are going to be arriving. Maybe nobody else cares as much as I do. I want to know when I am going to get paid right now. Sure about you, but during right now, when money is so incredibly tight for the vast majority of pupils, to me it's very important to know, do I need to get by for another 6 days was virtually no money, or am I good for are we good here? What I mean. So I want to know when those checks are going to be arriving. Very important to me, and I would guess it's probably every important to a lot of other pupils here in the community as well, because if you need to scrap by for an extra 3, 4, 5, 6 days, a certain month because of the payment schedule, you probably want to know that a little ahead of time versus just winging it saying I am good, I will be just get paid whenever I get paid and whatever, and then you realize I'm getting paid 3, 4, 5, 6 days later. This month hoops didn't budget For that, now I got scrambles to try to get some food here or something, you know what I mean. So anyway, that's why I bring you this payment schedule and find it to be very important. I think anyway, maybe it's not important to everybody. Again, everybody has their own priorities, their own things that are important to them. But to me, this seems like vitally important, especially right now with this massive inflation, rapidly rising prices, tough time out there for fixed income, low income. It just seems pretty important to me. So that's all the update that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notification button to know when I have uploaded a new video. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.